we're thinking beyond just one particular person. We saw
Oh,
what happened
okay.
with Buhari,
Shall we
and we
address that
want to
space?
repeat that. Yeah,
Rudolph, shall we
yeah.
address that space? Because we have to apply the same standards to the whole field. Otherwise, there's a prejudice and there's a bias. So we have to apply the same standards to the whole field. Now, what is the so here with me? Let me sequence it logically for you, and then you tell me where it falls. So, what is the requirement of INEC? The requirement of INEC is a baseline of a school certificate. What did Tinubu present? He presented, it was a valedictory at a University of Chicago or Chicago University, whatever, the state university of that space. It was a valedictory. He went on to work for, I think it was it Deloitte and Touche, one of the big powerhouses, as an achiever, a senior auditor, went on to work for Mobile as one of their prime auditors. He was going to get a directorship within that space before he decided to go into politics. They did all they could to hold him to that space, but he decided the political turn was his career. So that's the essence of it. If the minimum base is a school sort, and this guy is presenting a distinguished a university certificate with a stellar work history, contrast that with your principal, and I'm sure you will say it's not your principal, but for the purposes of the conversation, let me assume that he is. Contrast that with your principal who presented a school sort for the INEC registration, which is fair enough because that was the minimum bar. It was the political space that forced him out to present his Nnamdi Azikiwe University certificate, which a lot of people said it took him 11 years to get. So out of that political field, Tinubu is probably one of the most educated. Kwakwanso being the most educated, Atiku Abubakar being the second most educated, Tinubu being strongly educated, and your candidate really just barely educated. So I'm not quite sure that's the space you want to explore.